I thought we could start with some history, maybe. When Gothenburg was founded in 1621, most of the land here in this area belonged to Denmark and Norway, and only a small sliver of land belonged to Sweden. And to protect it, the king at that time, Gustav II, let the city built here with this moat we're traveling on, and a 7-meter-sized city wall around the whole city. This wall was taken down in the middle of the 19th century, but in the end of this tour, we will pass the last still existing part of the fortification wall. On your left-hand side, you can see the big new street, Stora Nygatan. And this was where the wealthy inhabitants of the city resided after the wall was taken down. And back then, one family used to have a whole house for themselves. But when they built this street, for some reason, they started from both ends and met in the middle. And they also did that when putting the numbers on the houses. I don't know why, but they did. But someone must have miscalculated a little bit, because when they finally met in the middle, they had 2 houses left, but only 1 number. So how should they do? Well, if you look at this door, you can see that the address is the big new street 70 and a half. That's also a solution, I guess. And here you can also see the beautiful synagogue from 1855. On your right hand side you can see this beautiful park, the Garden Association, where you can enjoy plants from all over the world along with many sculptures. And they also have a big rose garden with thousands of roses from many different species. So I can really recommend you to visit this park if you like roses and sculptures and plants and so on. And now in summertime, this park is often used for a number of open-air concerts. And 2009, it was named the 3rd most beautiful park here in Sweden. Straight ahead, you can see the central station of Gothenburg, which was built during the same time as the wall was taken down in the middle of the 19th century. And it's actually the oldest central station in use in Sweden today. And in front of the central station you can see you find the Queen Square Drottentorget, which is one of the junctions of the tram lines, making it a busy area here, especially in the mornings. On the right hand side you can see the old lock from 1873, and it used to be a toll station here back in the days, where the people had to pay a fee in order to take goods up the river Fattighusån. Fattighusån, or the Poorhouse River in English, got its name from the House of the Needy that was built here in the 18th century, the house of destitute inhabitants of the city. And still today this lock is actually in use. I bet you noticed that we have a lot of trams here in Gothenburg, and that's because the foundation, the ground here in the city is so water-filled and swampy and soft, so it's very hard to build an underground metro, and therefore we keep our trams instead. And Gothenburg was also one of the first cities in Europe that got the trams. 1879 already, the first trams arrived. And back then they were pulled by horses actually.